You won! You did it! You did it! I knew you would! I just knew you would!
Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Last Epoch. EHG, the studio behind LE, dropped their new Eterra Monthly. And this is the post that they put out every single month, breaking down stats and information and basically a recap for the month in Eterra. And we're going to cover that today, and we're going to cover all the numbers and see where everything falls. Now, if you haven't seen me as active on YouTube, I've still been posting a video every day or every other day. But if you don't know, I am currently subathoning. We still have 75 hours on the clock, and it's day 19. I've been streaming 15 plus hours a day. So let that's at 15 plus hours a day for 19 days, and we still have 75 hours on the clock. Subathon 1 was 31 days. Subathon 2 was 65 days. And I don't know, this one is already going crazy. So if you have any questions about Last Epoch or you want to see what's going on, check out Aaron Action RPG on Twitch. It's been a really fun event. And tonight is movie night, so we'll be watching a movie together. All right, let's jump into this. Last Epoch, Eterra Monthly, April 2025. And just know this isn't going to be a ton of new info because obviously the patch dropped in April. Hello, travelers. Welcome to the Eterra Monthly, April edition. This month, April was a giant leap forward for Last Epoch. After a 9-month wait, travelers all over the world were finally able to launch into 1-2 Season 2 Tombs of the Erased patch, with new friends, challenges, skills, factions, gear, echoes, and so much more. April gave us a lot to talk about, so let's dive in and see how things are going in the world of Eterra. Now, some of this stuff literally covers the patch. I'm not going to read any of it. I will link it in the description below, all right? So obviously, 100-page patch notes. We got the new faction, the Woven. We got the new skill, Heartseeker. And we got the complete Sentinel rework, which 49% of players are playing Sentinel. But what most people care about is that now that the patch has been out for 19 days, what has EHG done? Well, they are hard at work in the background. They dropped update 1201, 1202, server-side hotfix 1204, 121, 1211, 1212, 122, 1221, and now 1222. So they continuously work on updates. And I've been telling people, because sometimes people get upset, they'll fix 30, 40 different things, you know, and then break 2 or 3. So it's kind of like, but ultimately they're fixing stuff, and normally they immediately hotfix if something goes wrong after they implement these bugs. And they've been putting out a ton of bug fixes. One of them had like 100 bugs that they fix. So they're just really taking care of a lot of the issues that players have been having and just refining Season 2. They launched Mastery Respec, which a lot of people like. I'm kind of on the, I mean, I like being able to respec my mastery. I literally just did it, but there is something that's been happening that has made me kind of sad about Mastery Respec. This was put in the game for 2 reasons. Reason number 1, you pick Shaman, you realize you don't like Shaman, so you could switch to Druid early on. Or reason 2, and reason 2 is you've played Shaman and you finished it, and now you want to try out Druid, so you could easily switch because you finished your character. Those are the 2 functions of Mastery Respec. But as I've been subathoning and playing Last Epoch 15 hours a day, there's been a lot of people that, hey, I leveled my character, and now I need to switch masteries in, but I don't have the gold, and I don't have the gear, and do I have to reset my skills? I think it has been very bad for new players. And let me be very clear. I'm talking about new people that are just trying to figure out the game. I don't think Mastery Respec should ever be used as a tool for leveling. I understand why people do it. I understand people care about optimization and making sure they're playing the most efficient way. I get it. Totally get it. I'm just saying from a new player experience, first-hand talking to people in my chat, I think that has been the only bad thing I have seen about Mastery Respec. But all in all, I love being able to switch my mastery. So I just don't think people should switch it while leveling. Teasers for Mike. We don't need to cover any of these because they're already in the game. Now, if you haven't seen this, I covered it in my dev chat video. These are the numbers. 831,000 travelers total. Peak concurrent 150,000. So 831,000 different accounts have logged in. That's pretty damn good. Most class played, Sentinel at 49%. Million tombs have been raided. 571,000 legendaries. Aberoth kill to death ratio. 0.4 to 1, 49 to 1. Uber Aberoth is mopping people up. Ghost is killing a bunch of people with Uber Aberoth. Total players who died at level 1, 900 or 392, which is crazy. Normal player deaths, 10 million. Hardcore player deaths, 163,000. They did this last season. I like when they launched the numbers and you can see how big. But as far as concurrent players, 150,000. Total players, 831,000. It's a pretty good number. They brought back over double what they had from the previous season, which was 71. So that's really good. We got a Trickster build, Icicle Heartseeker. Again, this will be linked in the description if you're looking for a new build. For Meet the Team, we had Photon. I got to spend time with Photon in Germany. He actually helps me with a lot of stuff behind the scenes. Really good guy. He is one of the marketing managers and helps with all the influencers. Good guy. And I think that's it. Oh, never mind. That's not it. They've got Discord fun. If you go by every Wednesday night, they're streaming on Discord. They did Love Epoch for April 1st. And now we are at the end. So after all the webs have settled, you may be asking what's next for Last Epoch. Or you're overwhelmed by the sheer volume of new things to do in Eterra, and you just skim this post, which I wouldn't blame you. As you can imagine, the team is constantly working to bring you very best as much as can expect with new patches and hotfixes to roll out quickly as possible to address the needs and wants of every one of you. As you may have already seen, the studio's implemented an in-game banner system to make players aware of upcoming updates, so keep your eyes above your chat window so you can stay ahead. This has been the Eterra Monthly, a report on the happenings and changes in the world of Eterra. We hope you enjoyed this month's report, and we'll see you again soon. So, yeah, not a lot of info in here. Obviously, just a recap of April. Now, I will say, if you did not see my dev chat video, that'll be linked in the description. And at the end of this, they are officially starting season 3 teasers. So they showed us multiple images for stuff coming in season 3. And I think this is very, very smart. If they're really going to drop a season every 3 or 4 months, the fact that we are approaching kind of getting to that 1 month mark, you want to keep the fire lit. You want to keep things warm. You want socials and Reddit and all the different platforms, forums, Discord to be talking about what's coming next. Because right now the gaming community for Last Epoch is very hungry for more. So I think every Friday Mike should, drip feed out a little bit of info to the community to keep people excited. All right, let's look at the numbers. Here's the current Steam chart for Last Epoch. Again, it peaked at 150,000 for season 2. And 19 days after, it's currently sitting at 41,000, which you might think looks really, really bad. This is unbelievably good. You had Torchlight Infinite Season 8, Diablo 4 Season 8. You had the update Oakvale for V Rising. You had the Breach update for No Rest for the Wicked. And you had the big update for loot drops for Path of Exile 2. And you have Expedition 33. You're talking about 6 different things that are competing for your gaming time right now, and it's still maintaining a third of its player base. It's a very, very healthy number. Now, just for perspective, you go over to Path of Exile 2, it has regained a lot of its players after it dropped its loot update, so there are a lot of people jumping back to the Dawn of the Hunt update, and it's currently sitting at 69,000. Looking over at the Steam reviews for Last Epoch, they continue to go up. If you haven't put in your Steam review, you should. Currently sitting at a very positive 89% on recent reviews, and their overall reviews is at a 79%, mostly positive. If we can move the overall review score from 79 to 80, it would hold a very positive, which is very positive. So we're trying to get it to that 80% mark. Now, on the flip side of this, if you look at Path of Exile 2, they are currently sitting on their recent reviews at a mostly negative 33%. This does continue to drop and I've been checking it daily to see if PoE 2 starts getting some upward momentum based upon their update and kind of reintroducing loot drops at a more normal rate into the game. But yeah, it continues to fall almost daily. So currently at a 33%, which is pulling their overall score down to a 72. And if this falls under 70, it will move into the mixed category, which for a Steam review, yeah, it'd be really, really bad. So we'll see if they have any upward trajectory with their new update. So that's a video. Pretty short and sweet. Actually, it was way longer than I expected on what is happening in Eterra. And hopefully, again, every Friday we get some Season 3 news. Please like, share, and subscribe if you think I have earned it. We have over 21,000 new subscribers to this channel, and I just thank you all so much for the support. We are 1,400 subs away from 100,000 subscribers, which just, it feels too unbelievable to even believe. It's just... the numbers have been crazy with the Season 2 launch. So just thank you all so much. Come by the event, Aaron Action RPG on Twitch. And don't forget to check out my new website, actionrpg.com. It's got tips, tricks, news, 37 build guides from myself, Frozen Sentinel, Babbling Bike, and The Curse. I'm done. And that whole recording, one take. No edits. Hopefully you're entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.